Nugent on the beat. It's the rundown, everything you need to know. It's the rundown, everything you need for show. It's the rundown, and I ain't even capping on this. Crypto blood covering every topic on this. Welcome to the show, who didn't let me go? Breaking down the facts, there's more you need to know. Crypto politics and culture, always keep it real. Teaching you the truth, showing you how I feel. Staying forward with me, and I break it down with ease. Every single day, bringing expertise. Current events and trends, I analyze with care. Knowledge is the power that we all can share. Yeah, y'all, hit that like button. Share the stream, and join the team. And you already know what the fuck going on. Shout out to my nigga Crypto Blood.
Yo, it's Crypto Blood, Detroit flow, streaming from the D, knowing what to show. Indicators are on point, OG since 12, invested in trade, living life like a pro. I'm Rucker, Jerry, and just Bloods do. Bad motherfucker in a good way, boo. Got my eyes on the charts, ain't no time to sleep. Get that money, gotta keep it creep. That's my Crypto Blood, just the toasters on the line. Stacking my coin, got the market on my mind. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum too. Cash is king, but I'm looking for a new move. I know the culture of the markets like the streets. Got my finger on the pulse, can't nobody beat. I see the trends, I see the flow. Got my strategies in place, you know.
Rice TVX, the mic's live wire. American Pitbull, real gold buyer. Sound money advocate, rights defender. In the crypto arena, he's
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are doing it live. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Live Algos. Welcome to the show. Who we got in the building today? We got A-Hoods, Jesse, Army Piper. That's my guy. Army Piper and the Piper gang is in the building. French Toaster, Jesse, David B. That's my guy. Hyben. That's my guy too. Round of applause. We're doing it live, Piper. We're doing it live. So I don't know what you talked about on your stream today, guy. But we are we just got, what did Trump say when he went over there to Iran the first time? Oh, we decimated, we obliterated them. We obliterated them. Well, that trend line got obliterated, ladies and gentlemen. Obliterated. We went straight through it, almost followed to the T. My trajectory for us heading lower. Mike P in the building. What's going on, brother? Yeah, man, it's interesting take of a turn of events. A lot of you said we were going to bounce off that trend line. Some of you said, you know, you dropped a 2 in the chat room for going right through it. And hey, if you were 2, you were the winners today or yesterday or whatever. Yep, we blew right through it. We are in uncharted territory, Jonah says. It's Elmo's world. Where is Elmo? Where in the world is not Bibi Netanyahu? Where's Elmo? There's Elmo. There he is. How you doing there, buddy? Glad to see you. So Army Piper says the bottom is not in. Recession risk is rising. Markets are selling off. And the macro backdrop keeps getting uglier. What could this mean for stocks, crypto, and the broader economy? I'll tell you what it means, brother. It's risk off. It is risk off. And as someone pointed out, I can't take credit for this. Someone pointed out on X a few weeks ago that this move from our high of $126,000 Bitcoin all the way back up here, 126,000 this move has actually been quite orderly. It's been quite orderly, guys. We haven't really seen any crazy like Liberation Day drops. We really haven't. It's been an orderly bleed out of crypto. So, meaning we haven't seen a capitulation. We have not seen a capitulation yet. And we're at $69,000 Bitcoin. So what does a capitulation event look like? It looks like Elmo catching us with open arms. That's what it looks like. I still think ultimately we will try to take a bounce off of this top side trend line, this orange one here. Maybe I can make it a little thicker. You know, CB like them thick. So maybe at some point in the near future, we can just get it out the way. We can just wash out MicroStrategy and Sailor. Wash him on out. Get him out of there. Right? We can get the bigger players. Well, it's really only one that's really in the way, and that's MicroStrategy or MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor's company. It's now formerly called MicroStrategy. Now it's just called Strategy. Okay, we got to get them out the way. So I think we will get a capitulation, and it will be this time it will be initiated from some geopolitical stuff going on. It's getting hot over there in Iran, guys. It's getting real critical. Trump is coming out saying he didn't authorize the Israeli army or Air Force, I should say, to bomb that one field in Iran, which was the biggest oil producing region for Iran. He comes out with the truth saying, oh, I didn't tell them to do it, but now that they did it, if Iran retaliates, then we're going to come in and bomb them even more. What do you mean? You can't reverse it and blame Iran for Israel going to, crossing that red line. Iranian officials stated clearly, this is like the third red line, stated clearly, do not attack any of our critical energy infrastructure. If you do, we're going to retaliate. We're going to retaliate. Tomorrow we have the quad witching expiration. That's going to be potentially a volatile day for us as well. Maybe that can push us through and go ahead and clear out this trend, finish the trend. Meaning, we got two options here, guys, and we'll start looking at the algos in a second. Get over to bloodalytics.com, by the way, if you want to trade like the pros trade. All right. But we got to clear. We can do one of two things. We can have another bounce here, or we can have another just completely obliterate this trend line here. I'm gonna be honest. I'm bearish, but I think we may, and again, it all depends on geopolitical events that how they turn out, right? How they unfold. Because I can tell you we're gonna get a bounce here, or we might get a bounce here, but if things continue to escalate, and is what they would like to say, if Trump continues to climb the escalation ladder, then that provokes, Iran to climb the escalation ladder. It's no telling. We could blow right through this and get to the October pivot from last year, which I have two lines here, which means I have an area of pretty good resistance here, or support, I should say. This area is a great area of support for us. Okay, so this is honestly the target. I'm thinking we're going to hit this range and then bounce. So that'll take us to 63, 62 range and then bounce, which we've already done twice, actually. So is it a 3 strikes you're out? If we form a V down here, maybe that'll be the third strike, and we can move up from there a little bit and have a relief rally. But again, I can't predict what Trump and Israel is going to do to Iran and what Iran's retaliation is going to look like. We can't show that on the charts. There's no way to show that on the charts. Wisdom Bar says, man, someone cut Bitcoin's wrist last night heading into this morning. Well, yeah, Israeli Air Force did. Or their bombs. I don't know if they went in with planes or if they just threw some missiles over there. That pic of Elmo is hilarious. Read an article today states don't have enough money to cover unemployment in a recession. Huh? Get out of here, Army Piper. Are you serious? That is crazy. Had one in October and I'm still waiting on 90K. Mr. Piper pause. I'm stocking up on candles, canned food, and propane tanks. God, Jonah, don't go apocalyptic on us. 62 isn't 90K. I mean, I think we head there, man. I don't know. I don't see a 90K in this environment. I just don't see a 90K in this environment. If we didn't have this war, yeah, we would go to 100. Still think, bearish sentiment for crypto, but without the war, 90, 100K, very possible. Wow, a CNBC article. We had a big threat here in Tampa. Oh, wow, at the Air Force Base. It's getting wild, but all clear now. What happened? What was the threat? Daily chart was way oversold. This dump was very obvious, Centino says. I hear you, bro. I don't do the oscillators, but it can work if you got it lined up, I guess, and set up properly. But I hear your market is made up of multiple trading strategies, and whoever got the biggest money and their decisions pretty much gives us the at least short-term direction in the markets. That's how it rolls. Big bank take little bank, baby. That's what it is. That's what it is. Let's take a look at the algos, though. We got the algos jumping, flopping and groping over on Ethereum this morning. We managed to survive, though, with this flop and grope today because we went short at the onset. Okay, went short at about 9:05. All right, and then took that first 50% profit. It's about a 0.5%, just over a 0.5% profit on that short. Took 50% of that off there, and then we turned around and we went long up here. So might have just eked out a loss. Small loss, if not a small gain. But then we did take some L's here, right here. I mean, flopping and groping is catastrophic. So we went long, turned around, went short, turned around and went long. Then we turned around and went short right here. And that short did pan out. We were able to take 50% of our profits right there on that one. And we're still in the short for Ethereum. Bitcoin's a lot cleaner. Just one trade today, and we were able to take half our profits on that one right there. As we kind of round the bottoms, we forming a V. This is on a 1 minute, so it doesn't mean much, but we're still holding short. We're holding short Bitcoin and Ethereum. I was able to probably take about $100 in profits off that Bitcoin short, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I was able to lock in $160 on the Bitcoin short, on Ethereum short. I'm sorry, on Ethereum short. I didn't catch the Bitcoin short because I was so focused on keeping that trade going with the Ethereum. I couldn't. It was tough to do both today because of all the flopping and groping. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. guys. Let's see if I can bring this up the right way like this. Bada boom, bada bing. So we are currently in a short, about up 50 bucks. Oh, this doesn't show me in this view, so I got to come out and zoom out on it for us. As you can see, I was able to take profits here, realize 160 on this short for Ethereum, and we still running a unrealized 62 bucks on this. So yesterday was a great day. Made almost $1,000 on yesterday's trades. You don't have to knock it out the park, ladies and gentlemen. You just small wins, big wins, small losses every day. Just they accumulate. I know the wow and shock and awe. Some people, you know, $2 million trade or $100,000 trade, but it doesn't mean anything if you turn around and lose 150 grand. You want consistent gains every day. Okay, that's what you want, and that's what you get with Bloodalytics, ladies and gentlemen. It is what it is. I mean, and you know, we also have a new service called Agentic Optimization. Get over to Bloodalytics and check that out. That's a very neat service that I've launched using my tools that I've already used. I said, might as well turn this into a agentic situation for us, where the agents use the tools that I've built to optimize your TradingView strategy. So whatever TradingView strategy you have, you can have it optimized, and I'll give you a full report and show you all the parameters that work the best. It's a full detail, give you all that good stuff in one swoop. Army Piper says, to note, anytime they have moved us to 50% thresholds, we hit recession 100% of the time. So 50% of the time it works every time. Oh my God. Silver and gold dead. We'll look at silver and gold. It's just massive manipulation in the precious markets game, man. Oh my God. It is insane. Absolutely insane. DB says, I'm eyeballing silver, but I'm not trading any metals right now. Just aren't where I think they should be. Neither is most of the markets. Right, exactly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moody's analyst said U.S. recession, a few more weeks of elevated oil will force them to raise recession chances 50% in the next 12 months. Gotcha. And then anytime you move to 50%, we hit a recession 100% of the time. Gotcha. Yeah, that's this oil is no joke, guys, and we'll take a look at oil here in a second. Take a look at oil here in a second. So yeah, we're monitoring this one. We're up about 100 now. I think the markets are rolling back over. It looks like. So leverage, bro. Leverage doesn't mean it. So you got to understand. I scalp trade, so I don't need I don't need a big liquidation or wide liquidation level. So all leverage is telling you how much room you have before you get liquidated. My stop losses are even so far from the liquidation point. So this is why I'm able to leverage 150, 100x on my trades and not have to use a lot of money. Why risk using a lot of money? You don't know what can happen to any of these exchanges. I've been through it so many times before. So this is a manual trading, but I mostly automate my trades. So I have 4 exchanges that I trade automatically, This is just the exchange for the live trades for you guys to get a feel for how to use Bloodalytics, Scalpalytics Pro. But yeah, you don't need to have a lot of money in there. Well, it depends on your trading system, right? If you're a swing trader, you need more room. You can use less leverage, and you can put more money in the exchange if you want. That's up to you. Or you can use 1/10 of the money in the exchange and just up your leverage and do it that way. So it's not about the actual leverage. It's about your leverage, your leverage plus your trading strategy. This is all scalping. I could do 200x and still be Gucci. So just FYI on that. What's going on, D Fuentes? What's going on? What's going on, man? So let's get over here and look at these algo trades on Bitcoin. See, we're starting to move back down on Bitcoin. This is the great thing about Scalpalytics Pro. Our stop losses are strategically placed to most of the time miss the liquidity grabs that these market makers love to do. They love to hit us with the liquidity grabs. That's Bitcoin. Ethereum, we're moving back down again pretty heavily. Let's get a little trading music going, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a little trading music going. A little trading music going. There we go. There we go. Hit the like button, ladies and gents. We trading live, baby. We're doing it live. Making money live. Locked in 161 on this trade. Short on Ethereum. We got a running P&L of 108 right now. On our live trading account, live stream trading account with WeX. Check out WeX, ladies and gents. Got a promo actually going on right now. Check that out. You can scan this QR code and get busy with that. Lucky draw, 100 winners, $100 each. Just sign up, deposit, start trading. Details are on the link you see on the screen. So definitely come join me. I'll be doing trying to set up a copy trading over there. Just gotta hash out a couple of things so I can get the copy trading consistently going over there. It's crazy to see some of these streamers on TikTok trading 100x using meme coins. See, I would never do that. I would never do that because it's the volatility. It's too much volatility. Way too much. You're gonna get liquidated. Meme coins move 3, 4, 5%. There's no way you can have 100x on a coin, trading a coin with a average swing of 2, 3, 4%. We know that Bitcoin and Ethereum on average swings about 1%, 0.8% to 1% in a daily trading range. Yeah, smash that like button, guys. That's right. That's right. Guess what? The fear and greed's coming down. It's coming down. We were at 40. We got all the way up to what, 45 yesterday. That's a big drop. From 45 to 29. It's a decent drop down. And if I could draw a trend line through this, I mean, I can visually draw a trend line. We've broken the trend line. We've broken the trend line on this fear and greed. Okay, to the downside. So, very, very interesting scenario we got going on right now. But let's look at the traditional markets, guys. Let's look at the traditional markets. Pete Hegseth out there shooting himself in the foot even more. Says potential 200 billion. Can't believe these numbers. Another 200 billion in the Iran war would take Oh, he says takes money to kill bad guys. Come on, bro. Sit your ass down somewhere, man. This is insane, bro. Like, it's so bad. It's like they got a playbook where they had to do this. Like, to fulfill some type of like prophecy or something. It's diabolical the way the US is acting. It's absolutely diabolical. They're just doubling down on losing trades, basically. What the hell? Another 200 billion. Meanwhile, as Army Piper mentioned earlier, some states here in the United States don't have enough to cover unemployment claims if we go into a recession. It's crazy. Like, am I the only one seeing this shit, man? This is crazy. This was the tweet or Truth Social post that I was referring to, where Trump says, well, they're not showing it on here. Let's see if they have the whole tweet from him. Let's see what Trump says here. Oh yeah, here it goes. So look at this. Trump said in the social media post on Truth Social, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. The United States knew nothing about this particular attack, and the country of Qatar was in no way, shape, or form involved with it, nor did it have anything or have any idea that it was going to happen. Trump denied prior knowledge of the Israeli attack on South Pars, pushing back against reports that the strike was coordinated with and approved by his administration. So this is the mind effery. Try to keep it PG-13. The mind effery that we're doing, though. So he says he had nothing to do with it. Didn't know that Israel preempted, did this attack. Had no clearance from the U.S. on this. They just went out and did it, right? But then Trump turns around and says, Trump also urged Israel to end attacks on South Pars gas field, right? Unless Iran unwisely decides to attack Qatar. What do you mean, dude? What do you mean? Of course they're going to attack Qatar. You attack them. In that case, if Iran does, which they're going to, they said without a shadow of a doubt, it's up and it's stuck, ladies and gentlemen. They are done with us. There is no negotiation. There is nothing if you don't come with the reparations for all the damage you've done, at the beginning of this war up until now, and if you don't, they got a whole list, right? You don't come correct. There is no negotiation. We have the upper hand. Iran says. He says the U.S. if Iran retaliates further, the U.S. will massively blow up the entirety of the South Pars gas field at an amount of strength and power that Iran has never seen or witnessed before. Somebody please go get that guy out of office, man. He has lost his mind, and I was a supporter of this bullshit. Well, he wasn't doing this. I think he's lost his mind. His mind is literally gone, guys. The circular argument is diabolical. I've never seen nothing like it in my life. So you're telling us, all right, Iran, we had nothing to do with this. Sorry, Israel did this on their own. But if you retaliate, we're going to retaliate by bombing the same field even more and destroying it completely. Which does nothing. It doesn't do anything for Trump and their administration, because the leverage is going. He's trying to calm it down because of oil prices, right? He wants to calm the oil markets down, but by bombing and destroying it completely, it makes oil go higher. Oh my God, bro. So yeah, that's the circular argument that's going on right now, and why we see, and get back to the landing page on CNBC. It is why we see NASDAQ down almost 1%. We got oil going crazy. Brent touched 117 this morning, FYI. I don't even know where. We talked about this in yesterday's stream. Is it Qatar's oil? Oh no, Oman. Oman's oil, crude oil prices spiked to 175 a barrel yesterday morning. I don't know. I have no clue where it's at today. We'll do a search, but yeah, Trump's got to figure out an off ramp. And if he does, and I got about, I would say I'm about 30% confident an off ramp is still available for Trump, or that he would take one. I'm about 30% confident. However, with that 30%, if there is an off ramp that he finesses, and this is the Hail Mary part, the off ramp can't be, oh, we're done, we declare victory, the war is over. He can't just come out and say that, because it takes two to tango. It takes two to say the war is over, right? If he comes out and declares the war is over and Iran is still pressing hard, like they're saying in LA, they're pressing hard, they pressing the line hard. If they press the line, continue to press the line, it doesn't matter what Trump says. If they continue to bomb the UAE, Qatar, Oman, you know, all the Saudi, they continue to bomb them, it doesn't matter. They continue to hold the Strait of Hormuz up and only allow certain countries through. It doesn't matter if Trump calls a war off. It's clear that he can't eliminate and neutralize the strategy that Iran is using right now. And I'm scared. I'm a little concerned, because we all know what the last resort is, right? Last resort is a tactical nuke. And a tactical nuke opens up a whole nother can of worms. Just go home, America. Just go home. You've been punked. You've been given a DP. You've been given a disciplinary punishment. You've been DP. Go home. Just go home. Enzo says, bro, there is no natural resource that Israel wants from Iran. They don't care about any oil, nope, natural gas or resources. They just want them dead. This is crazy. It is absolutely crazy, and I don't understand how the rest of the world is not standing up. They have no balls, man. This shit is, I've never seen nothing like this in my life. Revelations is their script. No, that's not last resort. Last resort, boots on the ground that's not last resort. That's why we haven't put boots on the ground yet. It is categorically a horrible decision to put boots on the ground, because just from the terrain, how Iran is set up, it's really, man, it's a perfect storm. You know, Tehran is, you know, you got the Strait of Hormuz, right, down south of Iran, right? And then as you go up, the mountainous region in Tehran sits high up north of or kind of northwest of the country. It just does, it's not, boots on the ground wouldn't work, bro. 90 million people in that country. This is not Iraq. This is not Syria. This is a big dog. Glenn Rob. Homie, use a flee. That's what Jay-Z said. You know? So, crazy. The stupid soldiers will continue to follow orders. It will be suicide for the U.S. Now, with the soldier situation, you have to follow orders unless it's illegal. I mean, I think it is illegal, but you can't have mutiny. You'll go to jail. You know, you signed up for this, right? So whatever the commander-in-chief tells you to do, you kind of got to do it, right? So that's why you got to take signing up to be, you know, in the military. Don't take it as I'm just going to collect the check and be on base somewhere in reserves and just living the life. No, you got to be. You're when you sign up for that. You're signing up to put your life on the line for whatever cause the commander-in-chief decides to pursue. Didn't all of this start over who are God's chosen people or who God gave the land to? Yes. And if God gave the land to the Israelites, he would have gave the land to them a long time ago. It's been Palestine's land. It's been their land the whole time. We just made up an area in 1946 or something and declared that the Holy Land. It don't make no sense, y'all. That's true, John Hill. Very good point, John Hill. No matter if you voted blue or red, you voted for this war because both sides, the Democrats are very quiet. The Republicans are scared. They're scared of Trump. Somewhat understood, but it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. Republicans are cowards too. But the Democrats really have the political leverage at this current juncture to really be like, yo, this war is horrible. Why are you doing this? Blah, 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 blah. Right? But they're not even taking the kill shot. Which makes you know immediately, as John Hill says, that the Democrats are in bed with them as well. Our whole system has been compromised. And it's crazy, man. Crazy, bro. It's sad. It's so sad. I'm so disappointed in this country. Trade looking good though still. John Hill, did you trade this morning with Scalpalytics Pro? You got any trades open on Scalpalytics Pro? John Hill's a member of the Bloodalytics gang. Let's check on that Ethereum because Bitcoin is rolling over now. We take out session lows, it's gonna get ugly. We're almost there. Session lows right here, baby. Session lows. And that's going back to Europe. Europe session low right there. Here we go. Here we go. Can we close on the 1 minute below that area? Boom, we closed. We closed. What are you gonna do? We're back up 130 right now on this trade. John Hill said he's currently scalping the silver long right now. I've been short Bitcoin since it rejected 75. You know, we're supposed to have more representatives in the House of Representatives, right? No, I'm not familiar with that. None of their lands, the landscape changed during the Ottoman Empire. No checks and balances at all. Wow. We dropping, ladies and gents. We dropping. Bloodalytics live, baby. Bloodalytics live. Let me open up. I'm going to open up the silver chart. Speaking of silver, Bloodalytics is mapped and optimized for silver. Let's see what silver is doing. I haven't even looked at this chart. We are starting to head towards that next trend line. If we hit this trend line today, then we'll probably get a bounce. If we hit this trend line by the end of today's trading session, we'll most likely get a bounce here, because that's a quick move down there. So you're going to get a bounce. People are going to cover their shorts, and you'll get a relief rally, and then possibly roll over from there. You know, by tomorrow, we got to remember. Shout out to Hyben for letting us know we got a quadruple, a quad witching expiration coming up tomorrow. So we got 4 different markets on the option side expiring tomorrow. So might be at the end of tomorrow's session, might be a lot of volatility, which would I could see us getting a nice relief rally potentially on that options expiration, meaning a lot of those options are, you know, covering their shorts and closing out, and you can see some readjustments happening. How high do you think oil will go? I got 350. God, I don't even believe it, but the way things are going, there's a possibility. What made you come to the conclusion of 350? I only have about 200. We'll look at Oman's oil in a second, because last night, John Hill, I said it on my stream yesterday, Oman's oil touched 172 on the dashboard. $172 on the dash. Let's open up silver. Scalpalytics Pro Silver looking beautiful, baby. On the 15-minute chart, it would have initiated a short on silver on Wednesday, 6:30 a.m. You would have initiated that short, and man, that is a look at that. Short initiated it on Wednesday morning. You would have taken 25% profit here, another 25 here, another 25 here. Looking, that's a nice trade. Scalpalytics Pro, baby. This is not even V2. This is V1 for the silver's futures. We'll be upgrading silver's futures to V2 soon as well. I'm just behind. It takes a lot to upgrade these systems. We need the quad bitch line. Yeah, the quad bitch, man, for sure. Okay, based on the consolidation measure move, it's like the inverse of pandemic. Wow, when oil went to 0. That was, bro, I forgot about that. We should have known then that the whole system was a matrix. Didn't it go, it went negative, didn't it? I think oil went negative. Let me know if you remember if oil went negative. I believe it went negative, bro. Which is insane. freaking insane, bro. Absolutely insane. I think oil went negative. Absolutely crazy. We should have known then that it was over, right? A negative price on anything makes absolutely no sense. Yeah, oil went negative. Come on, man. What the? We should have all, like, we might look back, hindsight, like 10 years from now, when everything is like 90% lower than where it is today. And we could have said, you know what? That was the point when we knew we fucked up. It went negative, but it doesn't show on the chart. They know they can't put that print on in history, bro. That's too much. That is too much obvious activities there, bro. They didn't even print the negative. That's crazy, man. It's not possible. And then it was so crazy watching in CNBC all the analysts in their hubris explain it. Like, no, you can't explain negative anything in a market. How does that even work? Like, I go out and you pay me to take the oil? Oh my God. And what about a short? How do you short an asset that has a negative price? Yes, it did go negative 32. That's what I remember too, Prospector. Big GZ, this shit is crazy, bro. It makes no sense, man. So the game is we should have known then the game is absolutely fake. The market is absolutely rigged. AI Griff says you go long to short. But what if you short? You actually short. I understand it would be like if you wanted to go short, you would go long because you would. No, I don't know, man. I'm thoroughly confused. Thoroughly confused. So we broke the neckline on session lows, at least from the UK session lows for today. So we're getting bounced now. Let's see what Ethereum is doing here. It barely it didn't close below the session low on Ethereum though. That V did not get violated on the close. It wicked down there, but it did not close. So we'll have to see. That may be the low for the session. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's 11 o'clock. Always suggest to everyone trading Bloodalytics kind of, after 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, you're scraping the pot. I would just close up shop. At this juncture with this type of move. I'm gonna take another 50% off on this one, just to lock in some more of the profits. So I locked in 200 on that short, on that Ethereum short. Silver about to make a lot of people sad. Yeah. Let's take a look at silver, by the way. Not the Scalpalytics Pro, but the actual structural long-term chart, which I think I have. Where do I have that? It's not here. I used to have a tab open, but we can look at it from here. This is red alert. this is red alert, guys. This break of this, I told you guys, 73, 71, we break that, it's over. It's over. It's over. Silver's going back to 58 bucks, guys. 58 to 53 bucks. Silver is going back to. You heard it here. Maybe not first, but you heard it here. It's over. Bro, just imagine somebody even like $3 is diabolical, right? But just imagine someone putting it all in, like going in at 50 cents, like 50 cents. It can't go, even if it goes to 25 cents, which doesn't even logically make sense. But let's just say it goes to 25 cents, I lose half my money. If I don't sell, I don't lose anything. We get a bounce, boom, I make $20 million. And then the next thing you know, it goes to negative 32. So crazy, bro. Absolutely insane, man. So yeah, guys, these markets are completely matrixed. It's just literally agents. It's not real. It's not real, guys. So yeah, we're getting a wick now. We got close to the trend, but we might, just depends on the rest of the day. I'm not going to be able to trade or stream all day, but it's going to be interesting. I'll update people in the Bloodalytics chat room. FYI, I was going to move over to Discord, but then I'm seeing a lot of people using Telegram more because of the whole situation the Discord went through and the scandal with that. They wanting to do basically KYC on everyone and all of that. I know they pushed back, but the users push back, and I don't know what they're doing now. Someone update me on that, but I'm thinking about just staying over on Telegram, guys. And I can do, actually, what I can do, I can stream directly to Telegram. So that's what I'm going to start doing with the Bloodalytics members. I'm going to start doing direct streams to Telegram and show some of my other trading systems during the day, because you guys already have access to Scalpalytics Pro, but I'll give you access live to some of my other systems that I use behind the scenes to give you guys even more value for being a member. I got some systems for you. So that's what I'll start doing, streaming my other systems. So you guys can get even more alpha out of this. Like, this is my Zeta Retic system. Using some real esoteric, bro. When I tell you this shit is like on another level, this trading system, it's using some real quantum physics stuff. $69.42 retracement. Yeah. My Zeta Retic signal, I'll start streaming it in the Bloodalytics room. But we went long at 1150 off that rebound, and it's moving up now. Algo traders, become a quant trader today, ladies and gentlemen. Sign up. Scalpalytics Pro. V2 is out for Bitcoin. V2 upgrades for the Solana BNB and Sui XRP coming soon. Agentic optimization is available now. If you have a strategy on TradingView that you're using and you want to get the most out of it, find all the hidden parameters that have the best probability of success, you want to sign up for Agentic Optimization by Bloodalytics.com. Check that out as well. That's pretty much it for today, ladies and gents. I appreciate you tuning in. We'll watch this. Just woke up. I see Trump turned on Israel or fake news. No, it's real, but it really wasn't a fake. He is double speak, bro. It's double speak. Like, he said he didn't tell him to do it, but then he said if Iran retaliates for what they did, then he's going to come back and hit Iran even harder. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. No sense at all, guys. Qatar double speak. Man, you ain't lying, bro. Any discount codes? No discount codes right now. Actually, I might have one. Let me see. You ask and you shall receive. Let me see if I still have that one available, bro. To be honest with you, let me just see something really quickly. Go into the dashboard and see if this one code is still available. And if it is, I will definitely drop it in the live chat right now. It might have expired. I just need to go check it out really quickly. So give me a second. Hit that like button as we wait to see if I have a coupon for you, Montre. Trying to see here. What is this one? What is this? Yeah, I actually do have one. So if you use the promo code is that it? Yep, that's it. But I don't know if this works for, should work for anything. Yeah, you should be able to use this one. WeX the best. WeX the best, ladies and gents. WeX the best. Use WeX the best at checkout, my guy, and you'll get 15% off your first month. WeX the best. Let's see here. Trump has other foreign interests in the region. Chloe, what's going on, girl? What's going on? Good morning. Trump is not in charge. For sure, he's not. It's so blatantly obvious. You would think they would try to hide it a little bit, but it's so blatantly obvious that he's not in charge. It's crazy. House of Trades in the building. Yeah, use WeX the best for 15% off your first month of Bloodalytics, my friend. at checkout. That's it, guys. We locked and loaded, man. I think we're gonna might start heading higher from here, but we locked in some of those gains. Locked in 200 over there on WeX, the best. Let's take one last look at the macro chart. We got a nice wick on the 1 hour on the previous 1 hour at 11 o'clock. That does look very bottomish. Looks very bottomish for the day, at least. At least for this session. We may roll over again in Asia. At 8 o'clock tonight, we may do another rollover. But what I want to really take a quick look at is this right here. This was the signal I gave everyone in the Bloodalytics room yesterday. I said, look, we crossed over. This is what I use. They use this chart to kind of get a macro sentiment gauge on everything. It excludes or takes out Bitcoin and Ethereum. So we're purely looking at the entire altcoin market, which really gives you more. To me, it gives you a better sentiment gauge or gauge on sentiment for the entire crypto markets. So that crossover happened, and then we broke down back into the channel, and you know it's not looking good, at least to the bottom of the channel. The bottom of the channel, which is about $695 billion market cap for the altcoins, would probably coincide with the bounce right here. I don't know if we can measure it dollar or percent for percent, but that's 2% away from that downward trend, and we are, let's go the other way, because I went the other way with that. 3%, roughly same thing, right? So that's probably what we have coming. We'll get a bounce there and then figure out where we go from there. One step at a time, one day at a time, one candle at a time. All right, one Bloodalytics trade at a time, ladies and gentlemen. I will check y'all tomorrow. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out as well, please. I would appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day. I'm out of here, people. Holla.
That's thing, nigga. Put your mouth on. Hold on, me brown bread and I kick in my blood mouth.
Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.
Okay.